man. So we got a Sanctumonius as represented by BHawk, and TTR as represented by Nathan Starwalt, aka Lycanthrope. And this is going to be a bit of a throwdown, I think.
Yeah. Both of these players are definitely very cerebral players, in my opinion, and this could be a slow, very methodical match.
Sure.
Oh, the Merkins in Nathan's deck. I forgot about that. If you can Merkins away something good.
Yeah, that's going to be a little zany. Okay, I think we're... I'm a very good internet user. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and start the timer. 35 minutes on the timer. Not that has come into play. Oh, and an update looks like Lady Aurora has taken down Cav.
So Lady Aurora, she is running the field
on
quickly.
Fire right now.
Her games are not lasting long at all.
But we got a game ahead of us here. We got let's see, BHawk has started, right? Yeah, BHawk plays the Ingram and wards the Ingram.
I like that play with the hand that BHawk had in front of him. Dropping down that Star Alliance creature and calling Star Alliance again seems like a really good start to this game.
Yeah, there's just like this deck of BHawks. Just there's everywhere you look. I feel like there's stuff you don't really want to see as an opponent. You're just like, oh well, maybe I can force them into this house. You're like, oh well, okay, well that's unfortunate. They got great answers there, or they got great options there.
And Nathan just hit probably the one card in the entire deck that you're just about, and that's the remote access.
Oh, womp. It's a big old womp. We do have the Dust Chronicles, so a little bit of Amber.
We'll get to archive here.
Archives. Can we see archives?
The generosity.
Oh, we can.
So yeah.
I didn't actually look at that starting hand. That's a nice thing you like to see early on, right? Getting the generosity and stuffing it in your archive.
And drawing into that Brobnar. Because now he can drop that the Bramo twice.
Oh yeah, so that'll kill the Ember Tracker, right? And put some damage on Ingram. That'll be nice.
Well, he very well might Coward's End first, and then he can get rid of the Ingram with
that's true.
With a double shot of Bramo.
the double shot. Heard of a double shot of espresso, but have you ever had a double shot of Bramo?
Tree to the face twice.
And so the war chest is down. And that's pretty sweet too.
Oh, he didn't play the first blood first. He dropped the war chest and then remembered the first blood, so he had to discard it.
Yeah. So there's basically an Ember loss there. And you were right. Looks like we see the Coward's End, and then the Bramo.
Not that I've ever watched Nathan play KeyForge at all, or am completely obsessed with going through the VODs and seeing the way those guys, Justin and Nathan, play KeyForge at all. And he drew into the Ganger Chieftain.
That's big.
This could be gross really quickly.
Although that Twin Bolt does just kind of slow things down a little bit. Maybe not enough though. That's gonna be pretty tempting to run that out.
Edie's just Brobnar fodder at this point in time. That red alert could come in very handy though.
Interestingly enough, so you think Bramo fights the Eddie here?
Because then you can just rule of 6 the Ganger Knot combo.
So it can reset the Bramo, which is good. And then this is probably not what BHawk wanted to see so early on, but yes, Quimpster and Sad Crybear, there is a 3-minute delay as requested by the TO. I did put something in chat.
And BHawk just typed out in chat, "Oh no."
Oh no! Enjoy your enjoy your ember.
And the great part about this is Nathan is sitting on one of the best hands possible when you're going off on your amber combo right now, because he's got the TMTP in hand, and he will be able to draw into some more cards. And I would bet money he's really, really hoping to hit one of those 2 nerve blasts, because then he can just Brobnar it up all the time.
Brobnar. Do you think he holds on to this Gengar Chieftain at the end? I mean, I guess the Drummer Knot is the component that you have to worry about more.
Yeah, and I think he's just there
my
it is.
Gosh.
He drew the nerve blast.
Oh my gosh.
And he's still shedding chains. This is the setup that when you're against a deck like this, you do not want to have happen.
And bummer for BHawk here. Doesn't look like there's gonna be a way to even pull Nathan off check. But you know, with that Martian Generosity, like you really don't want to, right?
Exactly. I think that's why Nathan maximized his amber was if BHawk can pull him out of check at some point in time, Nathan's just going to pick up that Martian Generosity and go, okay, I'll draw a million cards, which is really good against Eddie.
Sure. So we'll see a key getting forged here. Nathan's gonna forge. Let's see if Nathan chooses the correct key to forge. Ooh, going with yellow. I don't know about that. I'm personally a blue key first.
I am as well. I don't like forging my yellow key first. It feels like bad juju. But you always forge the red key last now.
Oh yeah. That's just given. And if you don't, then you obviously are hiding something. You're hiding something in your deck.
Yeah.
Or you just like to live boldly.
I think it was February, the beginning of February. I was head judge at a Prime, and we did sealed. And there were 4 red barons on the field, and one guy every round would forge his red key first, and he played against all 4 people that had red barons in their decks. It was not pretty.
Man, what are the chances? The chances of that happening? Seems like they wouldn't be good. Alright, so the Drummer reaps to pick up the Gengar Chieftain.
Interesting. I don't know. I may have picked up the Bramo there.
Gonna fight with the Bramo, which ends that, gets rid of the Kirby, which is probably.
And then he can use the War Chest to go right back into check.
Well, and I think he's +1, right? Yeah, he's up 1. But it does look like BHawk's gonna have the answer for it. In that Logos house.
Yeah, but this is also one of those things where BHawk's walking right into a draw 20 cards Martian Generosity shenanigan.
That seems like a pretty sensible next step for Nathan here.
I actually think at the moment what I would do is actually play out my Shadows cards. Because you aren't forging anyway and your keys cost 10, get as much maximum fun out of that Martian Generosity as possible.
This is quite the Saurian lineup that BHawk's sitting on. And
he's drawing really good.
That Coward's End, I think Nathan's gonna wish he had it, but you know, like if you draw 14 cards or something this turn, or next turn or something, then that's also pretty good.
I personally think this is a great swindle turn. I think you just swindle.
Yeah, hold on to the Too Much to Protect Nerve Blast, just as some kind of insurance later.
Interesting.
Okay, so
fights Eddie off, probably going to fight Eddie off again, and then War Chest
for 2 member. Yeah, I mean, I think
puts
getting
him
rid
at
of the
9.
Eddies
If he gets
nice.
stopped, he picks up the Generosity and does bad things.
My goodness, that's some Saurian stuff that's happening out there.
Yeah, you're right. This is going to be that Man, I really wish that we had the coward's end right about now.
Hmm.
It's a good thing that Martian generosity is stuffed so that Nathan can maybe get back to something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and with the Redders coming down, I mean, I have to imagine we're going to be looking at a Martian generosity turn. That's drawing, what, 16 cards right now?
Yeah, he's got 20 left in the deck and he'll be able to draw 16. I have a feeling that Nathan really wanted to wheel through his deck right here. But he might just, Odoac's down, so his Shadows is dead. He's gonna have to do some generosity this turn.
He's going to be very generous. Very generous indeed. Let's see, there is Orbital Bombardment, so that could definitely do some business.
It's with Primus out, it's not going to do anything with the power of those creatures. Medic Ingram's at 7 right now.
An acceptable power level for a medic. I do love the fact that the damage or the power of these creatures is now indicated directly on the creature itself. It just makes it all that more awesome to have a 6 power Igor or a 7 power Redder.
And the other thing is Nathan is not called Mars once, so he technically has 12 Mars cards to run out. So picking up the generosity here and drawing 16 and possibly being able to play 12 cards this turn is absolutely huge with the state of this board.
And as
my
expected,
gosh,
that's some cards. Those are many cards.
He also has the Proliferator and double Mars first, so he can archive that generosity.
Yeah, here comes a little boom boom. Little boom boom from the Martians.
Oh, and the Orbital Bombardment with the Mars Needs Amber in this situation could do a ton of work.
I think it probably will, and that's pretty bonkers.
Did he draw? He did not draw the Orbital Bombardment, though.
Oh, really? Is it in the draw pile? Ooh.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh no, he played it. It already. It was like being
yeah.
resolved. He also has Hypnotic Command.
Yeah. So Hypnotic Command and Mars Need. This could be very gross.
Force an enemy to capture 1 Ember for each Mars creature they control. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, I guess we gotta wait and see what this field looks like after Nathan's done. And so you can get two reaps off of the Proliferator. Pick back up, or rather, archive. Could be the generosity. I mean, I guess they have to be Mars cards, right? So there we go. So Martian generosity and.
Did he just reap with the Proliferator to get back up to 6?
Yes, and he archived Mars first. So he's proliferated Mars first and the generosity, which is pretty good. Passes turn.
That Oubliette's going to be a dead card in this matchup unless he can get through that Primus.
Yeah, it's going to need some work. At least the containment field will sort of stop some of the nonsense. I'm not going to want to like reap and golden spiral that. But here we go. City State Interest comes out.
And BHawk's just going to fight him off the board so that he doesn't have any outs and then reap out. Hoping to keep Nathan from doing Mars things, which he did successfully with the City State Interest. So with that Odoac is still out, right?
The Odoac.
No.
Did that get killed?
No Odoac. Oh, there it was. Did it?
Oh, did it get killed by the orbital bombardment? That may have been it.
Yes, it did.
Mhm.
Yes, it did.
That's pretty big.
But redrawn right away, so I have a feeling that I don't know if Nathan's going to fight for the board here or if he's just going to steal.
Give me your amber. Steal. That was a pretty
The
big
good thing
city-state
here
interest.
is he can play the bad penny and then purge the bad penny with the oubliette because it will literally be the only valid target.
Mm-hmm. Interesting questions here. So Nathan can take BHawk off check, but I don't know what that does about this board, which is probably going to rapidly become a problem.
Yeah, he's got the Lollop and Ganger Chieftain in hand. He's also got a Rock Hurling Giant, which means he can toss out like his Signal Fire. But he might just Lollop and then Blood of the Titans his Lollop and try and fight something off the board. The problem is Tricerian Legionary's 11 power at the moment, so he can't really get to that Primus easily.
Well, what if he just I mean, not sure this is the play, but Rock Hurling Giants, does he actually have it? Does he have the Rock Hurling Giant? There's too many cards. Yeah, there it is.
It's next to the Ganger Chieftain in his hand.
So he could potentially have 4 activations of Rock Hurling Giant if he chose. So that's
5 total. So he could get rid of the Primus this turn.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would basically take care of a Redder, a Hissero, an Order as well. But yeah, I mean, there's also the fact that, like, do you try and rush around to grab your Coward's End again?
I think now that you, like, I've done the math and everything, I think the Rock Hurling Giant might be the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're only going to draw 1 card if you run out every Shadows, that 1 card with 2 cards left in the deck. Not sure that's going to work, but killing that Primus, which would take 4 of your cards, and then you have 1 card left, so you can knock down that Redder. That puts 6 Amber in your pool, and hopefully you can go from there because you can War Chest to get another 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you're stopped from forging, you pick up the Generosity, and you're likely to draw back into your Coward's End.
Sure. Although I think all 5 Rock Hurling Giant activations have to go onto Unguis, right? The first to pop the ward, and then the other 4. Or, I'm sorry, how much damage is it? It's 4. Never mind, you're right.
It's
so
4,
three will do it, and then 1 to take out, as you mentioned, the other Redder. It's pretty savage. Guards Blood of the Titans.
Look at that
plays
power.
Ganger Chieftain.
So that he can fight in. That, yeah, I like that because he gets rid of the medic.
Mm-hmm. And then War Chest to gain 1 Ember. Is War Chest? Yeah, War Chest is only fights. Yeah, so it has the Rock Hurling Giant activations do not count.
I always forget how bad that card is.
Mars needs Ember is the key, Ugluk says. Not a fan of that power on the UI, given you have to track it as a player in real life. Yeah, this is, I think, a little bit of a, I don't know what the term is. It's a little bit kind of a different concept, what they're going for with Kip. What Grant's shooting for is trying to, like, make a online client that is distinct. Not one that is so much trying to replicate the in-person experience from what I've seen.
Interesting here. BHawk really doesn't want to have Nathan be able to contest the board at all.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes sure that Nathan has no creatures, gets himself back into check. If only the pain that is probably the impending Shadows turn wasn't on the board.
Yeah. Well, and this is interesting because now that that oubliette is looking pretty good. You got either the Redder, probably the Redder, right?
I'd hit the Quester with the oubliette and then double Nerve Blast that Redder out.
Yeah, but the problem is the Odoak is still out. So, or the Odoak has come back out, I should say.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That could definitely cause some problems. Card swindle.
Yeah.
I think it's just you got to get through cards. Goes for the redder, which I mean I think helps to ensure that that he's going to be able to forge a key. Maybe.
I actually think Nathan here might hold the double nerve blasts. Hope he can draw into the coward's end.
Mm-hmm.
He is just gonna use them.
Yep.
Did not draw the coward's end, but got a rock hurling giant, which could be huge.
And although not getting on check is a bit of a I guess it's really up to BHawk here. You know, can BHawk get on to check? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do it with Saurian.
I don't think Nathan wanted to get to check there. I think he may be going for a big generosity turn, hoping that he can put this away.
Oh yeah, because it's got that Martian generosity re-archives.
And he gets right back into check. So the Mars needs amber. That's going to deal with 1. So because Brooded on Auxiliary is already damaged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Nathan definitely has another turn to do Martian generosity things.
Well, and the Mother Gun will allow to hit one more thing.
Get rid of Quester.
Mm-hmm.
Which has 7 amber on it right now.
Yeah, that's I mean that's not a small amount of amber on that Quester.
Yeah, and with 2 keys to 2 keys, that graft that BHawk's sitting on, I don't think he has a key cheat anywhere in that deck, so.
Okay, so Reaps with the Stormcrawler, which will get between Mars first and the Stormcrawler, we'll get what? 4 more cards.
14,
4 more cards than he would have had before.
Yeah. Yeah, so he will be drawing a cool 16.
And it almost helps. I feel like it really helps that all that ember is essentially banked. It's just banked with the Quester, you know.
I'm trying to decide if right here you Mother Gun the Quester and draw literally your entire deck, or if you wait and Mother Gun afterwards so that you're definitely in check.
I mean, I feel like if it were me, not that I'm a particular strategist or anything, I feel like the safe play is to Mother Gun afterwards. That way you can be guaranteed. I mean, you have the Mars needs Ember, so you can take them off check.
So
yeah.
Yeah, Mother Gunning afterwards, definitely the right call with that draw.
Mm-hmm. Well, and there's also, let's see, did the Orbital Bombardment get picked up? Gosh, and the Hypnotic Command, sheesh. We got Proliferator, Shockworm, Hypnotic Command. So no Orbital Bombardment. Interesting. Not opting for the Mother Gun though.
Yeah, I feel
saving
like that
one.
was a miss.
Saving 1 to put it on the Broododon. That also works. So Hypnotic Command to capture 4, maybe onto the Broododon, and then poke the Broododon with that Containment Field Mother Gun. Nice. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Spy Master. What?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Spy Master. Gamgee fights in.
Oh, I think that's a misplay.
He forgot about the hazardous.
Oh.
Yeah, he misplayed that. He forgot about the hazardous on Broododon.
Man, so there's a little bit of some hope. Some hope for BHawk.
Yeah, and BHawk just runs out the hand. Couldn't quite get into checks, so that hurts.
Yeah, but picking up the city state could be nice. We got city state and an eddy, but there's definitely a lot that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nathan's sitting on the coward's end here. Kills everything but the Broododon.
That seems pretty potent.
And then he can rock hurling giant down the auxiliary, and he'll be sitting at 18 amber.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Graft also doesn't matter.
Oh no, he can just drop Bramo. Yeah.
And does he have the Gengar Chieftain? Oh dear. Oh,
yeah,
my.
this just got this is flexing without having flex in your deck as AOA Brobnar.
Oof, double oof. That's let's see if it looks like Nathan's gonna run it out. Doesn't want there to be any question that this is happening.
Yeah, this is definitely the epitome of AOA Brobnarians going to town right now. Oh, and he's gonna reap with the Foozle, just with that last activation, because he killed a bunch of creatures and knows that going to that cool 24 amber right there.
It's a nice even number, Boy, I tell you what though, this game
This was close.
This was close. I know that the end result is a lot of ember on Nathan's side of the board, but wow, I feel like that could have gone either way real quick. BHawk had just an absolutely monstrous board out there. I think Nathan did well to deal with it as best he was in a position to do so.
Yeah.
I wonder if
we did see a couple of play mistakes there from Nathan. So that just shows that things can happen.
Oh yeah, for sure. Big plays. That was a great game. GG for sure.